Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rosen hands off to Johnson. Grant Haley in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Monday.
From the 41, Rosen. It's caught here by Adams. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Right. 80. Check. Right. 54. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rosen. He's to the 10. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We go set. 70. Indy. Big rip.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Blue day. Check it out, please. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Hines. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Game situation. Hey, Alpha.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
30 base. Watch the call. Watch. Hey, wahoo. 51, Mike, 51. Here we go. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action. It's Rosen going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
No.
They run with Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey. 4 down. Sit. Check. Hold. Watch, twitch.
On second down, it's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready, set. Hey, seam 6. This is me and you. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, Daniels. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, let's go. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the slant. Check, alert, alert, alert. Slant, slant. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. He's coming.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Wide open receiver, complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, here we go. Back, back, back. Check, alert, alert, alert. Check, 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 check. Blue draw quarters.
Here's Rosen to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and long here for Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Kill. Check 9. Under 10. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Daniels got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
This is Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check it backer.
They run again with Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Check 26.
They'll try to run with Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. General West. 5.
On 1st down, Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Go, Mike 51.
Go.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
Hurry up, 2.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Watch run. 51, Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Out. Let's go.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 33 in the first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it'll bring up third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Play action here with Rosen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third and 4. And now it's Rosen looking, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 16, Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Washington! Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
61, matchbox, left high.
To throw is Rosen. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Rosen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Leo. Deep grip.
Here's Hines. And he's got room. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Redskins 31, Cardinals 21. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From midfield now, here's Rosen. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
His throw caught right around the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Rosen. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check nickel. Alert.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it'll be lost.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Lights on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip.